Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, we have seen D'Angelo Russell's ice in my veins celebration after he makes big shots.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. Look at the Lakers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
You know, for the Wizards, they believe they can be more competitive than they've shown. It's still very early in the season, so the optimism for a successful run is still there.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Beasley is out there with Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Edwards. And it's Reed in at the four-man position. And for Washington, they've got Kyle Kuzma. Bradley Beal is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Harrell in at the five, roaming the paint. Now here's Beal after the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. And the rejection by Towns. Here's Edwards. Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Towns has got the first points up on the board for the Timberwolves.
Good luck trying to keep Cat off the glass. Karl Anthony Towns loves mixing it up down low and getting after those second chances.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed, don't you think, to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped.
And finishes with force. Boy, you got to love that.
And here's Caldwell-Pope. He brings it up for Washington.
And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and it's a valuable tool kit that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor. And he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end, his athleticism, mobility, and versatility. And offense is tertiary to his contributions.
Russell, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Harrell down low. Back to Kuzma. Passes to Caldwell-Pope. Bangs home the trifecta.
Very effective at spacing the floor. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has gone from an average outside shooter to a dangerous one.
The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Russell passes to Edwards. They get it again, and it's good for 2.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Here's Beal, and he banks in the layup. Beal's got his second basket of the night.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now, here is Russell. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. Pass to Reed. Misses the 3. Washington leading now by 5. And Beal kicks to Kuzma. Back to Beal from outside the arc. And again, Washington with the triple.
And with a smooth, fluid release, Beal's jumper does wonders for his team's offensive positioning.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Towns. Over Harrell. And it's Towns missing.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Kuzma passes to Harrell. Caldwell-Pope outside. Harrell finds Caldwell-Pope. Here's Kuzma. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. At the elbow, Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Russell against Beal. Harrell. Reed with the rebound.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Russell from long range. Washington with the rebound. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Yeah, you know, most teams have games where they wish they could get a mulligan or take it back. Well, last year, their one loss in this series was one I know they wanted back.
Now Beasley, after the missed three from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And this is Beal's role. He's out here to score the ball, and he does it at a high rate.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Reed the pass to Russell. From past the arc. Here's Edwards, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Washington called for the foul. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Daniel Gafford comes in for Montrezl Harrell. And it's Thomas Bryant in for Hachimura.
Can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Beal dishes to Caldwell-Pope, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Russell against Beal. Puts one up from 19, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Guys, that was really nice work mixing in this shot. When Russell is squared up and shooting with confidence, which is most of the time, he can bury it.
Now here's Beal. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Towns with the steal. Goes up, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
The steal, then right into the fast break. Towns with excellent awareness for his age. Very mature player, despite being a young buck.
Beal deciding where to go with it. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for Washington. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. So they want to devise, Greg, a strategy, come in and impose their will.
And that's what they want to do, but the reality is the best teams in the league know how to adapt.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Washington. Manning the backcourt, it's Smith and Beal. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Bryant. And it's Gafford in at the center, filling out the middle. There's Beal with the three. Rebound, Minnesota. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Shot from the inbound. It's good. Rubio's got 4 this quarter. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, the Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Well, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for you. David, thank you for that one. They double-team Beal. Smith finds Beal. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Now the pass to Edwards. And here's Towns. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal, shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
For 3, Smith. Here's Bryant. Outside for Beal. From deep. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Beal's got the lead up to 12 now for the Wizards.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half, filling it up.
And Minnesota has possession. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ish Smith. That is his first foul of the game. Washington making some changes. Davis Bertans checks in for Daniel Gafford. And Rui Hachimura subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. Hernan Gomez passes to Rubio. 5 to shoot.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
They double-team Beal. Passes it to Bryant. Fires from deep, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Yeah, he was on top of that play all the way. Great anticipation and throwing it ahead. That's how you do it.
Pass to Bryant. Here's Bertans, and finished off by Bertans.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
1:33 left in the second quarter. Hachimura, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Russell against Beal. Lets it go from deep. And again, Washington with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And Russell gets it to go.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
CADWELL-POPE finds Beal. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And Beasley, here we go. Bertans grabs the board. And And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Washington, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
The Timberwolves shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the first one drops.
Guys, it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader.
It's Beal on the wing. CADWELL-POPE for three. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so we conclude the first half. It's the Wizards. They're up by 10. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside.
Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
So on the floor for Minnesota, we've got Russell. Also, Malik Beasley out there. Karl-Anthony Towns is out there with Edwards. And it's Reed in at the power forward position.
Great job by Hachimura to not lose his concentration. Boy, he plays with great focus and energy. And Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese. And that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength.
Wizards leading by 13. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
And this is what Beal does. He puts pressure on the defenders and makes them compromise when he does.
He hits both from the stripe. And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2" wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strengths.
Beal with it. Beasley covering outside for CADWELL-POPE. Another shot. HARELL the pass to CADWELL-POPE. From deep, HARELL trying to free himself up. And at last, they get one to fall.
The dogged intensity HARELL has is just insane. And he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass.
Beal with the steal. And here we go. Washington fast break.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Reed. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. CADWELL-POPE brings the double team. Here's Beasley, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Beasley just outworked the defense there. I mean, was able to get into his shot and get it done inside.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Washington. Free throw, good. Beasley. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
Wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple of finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Outside, Russell. Trained for 2 points. Russell's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
And Beal gets it to go. And the Wizards lead by 17.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
From deep three-point range, Minnesota with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And here is Beal. He's got 29 points. It's stolen by Edwards. Beal with the steal. They double-team Beal. Poked away, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beasley. And Washington making a change here. Smith has checked in. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And Beal kicks to Smith. And another miss by Washington. Timberwolves trail by 15. Here's Vanderbilt. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does. Seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
Smith outside. Offline with his three. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Noel. Kicks it out to Rubio. With the teardrop, and he sinks the layup. Rubio's got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
The Wizards working the ball around now, and they're pushing it up. Puts it up from 12. Shots good by Noel. Noel's got his first bucket of the night.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
You talk about passing. Smith is one of the best in the game in that aspect. An incredible distributor.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 11. Here's Reed. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
They double-team Beal. Pass to KUZMA. Beyond the arc. Not going to go that time. And Minnesota now the other way. And pushing it up again is Minnesota. Again in transition. The pass to Gafford. HARELL trying to free himself up. Goes back up. Outside, Beal passes it to Gafford. Just 4 to shoot. HARELL uses the glass to finish the layup. HARELL's got 4 points this quarter.
Guys, not much more a defender can do in that situation. HARELL with the focus and the strength to just power through the contact.
The kick out to Towns. And that one drops for him. And that's 10 points for Karl-Anthony Towns.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Beal with it. And so it's the Washington Wizards holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. So it's the Timberwolves now. 11-point game. In it forward, it's Hachimura and Bertans. CADWELL-POPE out there with Bradley Beal. And it's HARELL in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Count it.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense has taken a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
They double-team Beal. Here's Hachimura. Good, and it's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Timberwolves trail by 12. Here's Noel. Pass to Towns. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Beal the pass to Hachimura. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Here's Noel. Got a piece of it. Stolen by CADWELL-POPE. A shot by Bertans. Nobody around. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
HACHIMURA kicks to BEAL. Loads it up there for HARELL. Towns with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. The basket counts and one. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Shooting one.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Ricky Rubio. Here's Beal. Chalk up two there. Beal's got 33.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Here's Russell. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Got it from 16 feet.
Guys absolutely feeling it. When Russell heats up, showtime.
Wizards leading by 14. Now here's Beal to the wing on the left. Here's Bertans for three. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Russell passes to Noel. Towns down low. He's covered by HACHIMURA. Out to Russell for three. Kept alive, Minnesota. Pass to Edwards. Launches a three. The shot, no good. The Wizards have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. The pass to HARELL. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Well, you know, teams look for plus sixes. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Wizards. Here's Russell. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Nice reaction by D'Angelo to the defense sagging back. Just drops in the simple floater there.
And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
And Minnesota has possession. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 14. Releases. Russell, no luck.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Beal against Edwards. They double team Beal. HACHIMURA kicks to Beal. Just 5 on the clock. Nice ball movement by Washington. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, you see the great reach as well as the relentless pursuit shown by Towns. He's simply saying, not here, not now, not in my house.
Russell, no luck. Washington leading now by 14. Passes it to HACHIMURA. To the inside. Here's Beal. Drops it in from 11 feet. Beal's got 35.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the
This one
Wizards.
will go down as win number 3.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Bradley Beal.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
That shot by CADWELL-POPE, no good. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Noel. No good with the triple. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
CADWELL-POPE feeling it out a bit. He can't hit that time. Back to Rubio. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.